guys, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my other second video with Andrew, my husband. We just filmed a pregnancy related one and now we're doing an Ask Andrew Anything. If you're new here, by the way, welcome. My name is Marian. I make videos about being a mom and being a Jewish mom, and I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. These questions all came to us from Instagram, so if you're not following me there, definitely do that. And I'm just gonna pick them in a totally random order. I definitely got a lot of duplicates, so I'll try to hit all those topics that were most popular. By the way, if you haven't seen it, me and Andrew filmed a Jewish wedding video that y'all love, so definitely check that one out too. No peeking. He hasn't seen these questions before. You ready? Okay, so the main one that came up the most: will you and Marian try for a girl, or are you content with all boys? No. Fellow boy mom.
No, all boys. 3 boys, we're done.
Yep. There's
not even a discussion. Nobody wants a 4th. In fact, we were scared to get twins.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, theoretically, I would love to have...
No, we're not doing 4.
4, 5, 6, but...
You've said 100 times you'll never be pregnant again.
But yes.
During this pregnancy. So
I don't want to be pregnant again.
We're not doing it again.
I don't want to be pregnant again. And I think 4 is like a whole another level of parenting. That's my theory.
We're not doing 4.
But I wanted to say for this question, obviously I get asked a lot too, like, do we wish we had a girl, or were we trying for a girl? So this is actually our 4th pregnancy. Our first one ended early, but that one was a male as well. And if you look at this like statistics or whatever, if you've already conceived 2 males, then like your next one is like above 50 or 60% to be a male. Once you've conceived 3, then you're like at the 75% mark. I'll try to put a link to where you can find all this, but like we were pretty sure we were gonna have another boy, because it was just like, that's just how human biology works. So like we didn't really even consider that, you know, that was likely. So we definitely weren't trying because it was very likely it was gonna be another boy. But yeah.
You rooted for a boy. You said you knew how to deal with boys. You didn't know how to deal with girls.
It's true. So. I'm wearing my boy mom sweater right now. I love being a boy mom. I mean, of course, would have loved a girl too, but it's just, I feel like it's right for our family. And now I'm gonna let Andrew answer the questions. Okay.
We'll see.
So this one is, if you had a daughter, what would you name her and why? And I don't want you to tell them the name that we sort of like had agreed on if we ever had a girl, but just if you want to share it, you personally, like if you could pick any girl name.
We picked one.
Not without my influence. Do you have one of your own that I wouldn't have liked or something?
No. I don't.
Okay.
I don't really think about things that I don't have to do.
That's such a good like capturing of Andrew's personality. It's like, why would I waste my time thinking about that? How did you know Marian was the one?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know.
Did you just know?
Yeah, I don't know, just everything worked. I don't know how to.
There wasn't like a single moment.
No.
Got it. Are you sure about it though?
Yes, positive.
What is your job?
I'm an attorney.
Yeah, and we always joke that like Andrew will give up law and like, you know, help me run my YouTube channel when I have 1 million followers, but he has no desire to do that. He's not a YouTube dad in any way, or like a YouTube husband. There's a ton of like family vlog channels.
I'd be a stay-at-home dad before I was a YouTube dad.
Like that's just not
like if you take off, I'll retire and take care of the kids, and you can hire a manager.
Yeah, we're definitely like, he has no interest in this whole thing, in case you couldn't tell. But you also love your job.
Correct.
So, okay. Story of how you met.
We met through a mutual friend who we all lived in DC at the time, and my friend from college, had studied abroad with Marian, and we ended up sort of meeting through that, and then started hanging out together.
DC, by the way, if you're not familiar, is like a super fun post-college town because everyone's there either like with an internship or a new job, just out of college. Most people aren't from like Washington, D.C. itself, so everyone's like going out all the time and making friends, and it's a great post-college experience, I would say. So it was fun times back in those days. What Disney character reminds you most of Marion? I was gonna say
Dory.
I was gonna say don't say Cruella de Vil.
I said Dory.
Because I have no memory.
Yeah, you just like swim around the house, like walking into walls and stuff and being like, what was I doing?
That's a good one.
I hadn't even thought of that before. Thought of that on the spot.
Do you connect with Judaism as much as Marion does?
No.
No. But we mesh well together in our world.
I believe there's values in it. I don't believe in spirituality as much as Marion does.
But you don't mind, like, if I'm like, I'm going to go do Havdalah now and I want you to build me a sukkah, you're like, okay.
Correct. I'm happy to participate, and I don't need you to believe the same thing I do.
Yeah. Andrew, what's your zodiac sign? Do you know it?
I don't.
I'm gonna look it up. Mine is a Scorpio.
I think it's Sagittarius, but I'm not even sure.
It is actually. It's Sagittarius.
But I couldn't tell you a single thing about what that's supposed to mean.
So whenever I see anything about Scorpio, I'm like, yes, that is so me. That is so me. But I don't know if I'm not as familiar like with other zodiac signs. If Scorpio and Sagittarius are good. Like, is it a good mix? Let us know in the comments what you think of that pairing. Okay, I think we have time for one last question. I mean, Andrew's gonna get bored and walk away. How does it feel being an influencer husband? And I would like to kind of expand on that because when we met, obviously, YouTube, Instagram, Instagram didn't exist when we met, right?
No. Well, it might have. How do I look at more questions?
That's all there is.
There's gotta be more.
He doesn't like this one. When we met, Instagram didn't exist. YouTube did, but like way smaller. I was working in television at the time in like a kind of crazy corporate environment. So things have really changed. So I guess my question is like, not only how did it feel being an influencer husband, but like how things have kind of progressed in a way we couldn't have really predicted back when we got together. Whereas like you were in law school and now you're a lawyer. So like for me it's been a more predictable side of things watching your career.
Yeah. So what's the question?
My question is like, well, like how do you feel about it? About my current career choice?
You went way off. I'm happy with your career choice. It makes you happy, which that's what it makes you feel. You wanted to be home with the kids. You also just wanted to have a job. That's not really possible, but this makes it possible. So why would I disagree with that in any way? You're happy, I'm happy. So that's.
No, I like that answer.
Okay.
So that's all. Thank you, Andrew, for being on this Ask Andrew
There's got to be more questions.
There's no more questions.
Let me see the questions.
You're looking for some hidden thing that's not there. So thank you so much to Andrew for being here and allowing me to ask him anything. If you have more questions for Andrew, you could definitely leave them in the comments. I actually do often get questions for him, so I try to answer them all that come along. Thank you guys so much for being here, for all the support on everything, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!